Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know it is April and I am in a sweater, but it is freaking cold. I don't know what's going on with the weather in Tennessee lately, but it keeps going between like being really nice and being super cold. So today it is really cold and rainy outside, but I thought that was a perfect time to go ahead and film my TBR for Dewey's 24-hour readathon. So I'm going to be showing you my TBR. I'm going to showing you my TBE, aka things I have bought for snacks so far, and then I will show you my bullet journal and what I've done so far as setting up a tracking system for myself, just as like an encouragement and because I wanted an excuse to draw something in my bullet journal that related to Dewey's. So, and that's Simon. I don't know, he's very needy today. So let's go ahead and get into the books and I'll show you what is in my kind of grab pile that I'll be setting aside. One thing to note, I will never read all of these in one day. I use this pile as a way to have something to just grab so that I don't have to come in here and look at my 100 books on my unread shelf and then be undecisive and waste time. So that's why I always set up like a grab pile of books in the living room so that I can just switch things out when I need to. First, I do have 3 graphic novels. I've been mostly saving these for Dewey's because I love having a selection of graphic novels to pull from during the readathon. I have 2 volumes of Lumberjanes. I have volume 6 and then I have volume 7. So I haven't read either of these. I think I got them for Christmas. And so these are going to be good things to grab. And then I have volume 6 of Giant Days, which I'm ridiculously excited about because this is hands down my favorite graphic novel series without any competition. It's fantastic. So those are the graphic novels that I have to pull from. And then I have a couple of other small books. I of course have an Animorphs book, because I always have one in my readathon stacks. I started like the first chapter of this during the Unslampathon and then put it out because I just was not in the mood for it. But this is something I typically do read at Dewey's because the font and everything is so big and I'm so familiar with the characters that I can usually just fly through these. So this is the 15th one. It is from Marco's perspective and it is called The Escape. And then I have The Guest Cat, which is a cute little book that I have heard a lot of people talk about on BookTube and have meant to pick it up, and I think I got this one for my birthday, but it's just so cute and small and about cats, so I feel like this is a really good readathon pick as well. And then I have the collected poems of Emily Dickinson. This one I have already started. I think I started this like 2 years ago during the first Diversathon, or maybe during a Dewey's, I'm not really sure. But I am a little over halfway through it and I dip out in and out of this during readathons typically because it is just a selection of poems. But I would really like to finish this soon because I want to keep this book. It was given to me by a high school English teacher and it's got like a cute little inscription in it. But I want it off of my unread shelf, so I'm hoping to get at least halfway through what is left of this so that I can, you know, get a good way towards getting this off my unread shelf. And then I have 2 books that are on the bigger side. The first one is Foxheart, which is a middle grade book. It has massive font and spacing, so that's why I added this one. This is one that we picked up, Justin and I picked up at Malaprops from their ARC shelf. So when you spend a certain amount of money at Malaprops, they let you pick a free book from their ARC shelf because they obviously don't sell these, they just give them away. So yes, we've had this one for a number of years now. It obviously is already out. There may even be a second book in the series out, but it seems really cute and I think that I could fly through this, and this is another one I would like to get off of my unread shelf. And then the last one, I will probably start this before the readathon, but we'll carry it into the readathon, and that is Hero at the Fall by Alwyn Hamilton. This is the last book in the Rebel of the Sands trilogy, and I've really enjoyed those books for the most part, and I want to see how the series culminates, so I'm really interested to get to this. And again, this is YA, so it has bigger font and bigger spacing, so this is something I feel like is going to be good for Readathon as well. And then the only other book that I have that I don't have a physical copy of is Binti Home. I listened to Binti during the Unslampathon and really enjoyed it. So I've already downloaded the audiobook for Binti Home to my iPad, and I will be listening to this when I'm doing other things that I can't be reading while I'm doing it. So if I have to leave the house at all, I'll listen to it in the car. If I need to cook something or clean something, then I'll listen to it, just so that I have a little bit of variety, because I don't think that I have any of these other books on audiobooks, so I wanted to make sure I had at least one audiobook. And if for some reason I finish that and need another audiobook, they have the third Binti novella as well on audio, and I can just go right in and download that as well. So that is my plan as far as reading goes. So as far as food, I have a couple of salty snacks. The first one are these rice pop cheddar things. I wish they had white cheddar, and if I have time to go buy Marshall's or TJ Maxx, I will try to find white cheddar popcorn or something like that, because anything white cheddar. But I really like these. I had sour cream and onion ones, but I might have eaten those this morning. But this is one of my salty snacks. And then I do also have these kale chips, which I've never tried, but I do like kale chips, so I was like, nah, might as well have something healthy-ish to eat during the readathon, because I'm really bad usually about healthy snacks. And then I have the Royal Dance cookies, which are just like butter cookies. I prefer the holiday ones with like the sugar crystals on top of them. These are still really good, and I like to eat these while I drink tea, which I will be doing a lot of during the readathon. And then the last thing that I got are these raspberry Pims, which I found at Publix, and I've had them before, and they're really delicious. And I've already eaten half of them, if you can tell. I've already opened them. But these will be a good kind of like chocolatey snack. And then I have a ton of Easter candy too, if I get into that, and I'm planning on making food on Friday night that I'll have leftovers to eat for like lunch or whatever, because that is one thing I always underestimate, is how hungry I get when I'm in the middle of a readathon. So I want to make sure that I have enough food and stuff. And then I can never tell you what teas I'm gonna drink because it's just on a whim, but I have a ton of tea to choose from. So then the last thing is how I'm gonna kind of keep track of things. I am gonna use my phone with like a timer app, because my goal is to read around 10 hours total. I fully know I could never do a like full 24 hours. Your girl's too old for that. I don't stay up past my bedtime, which is like 10 o'clock. I'll probably stay up until, I'm aiming to try to stay up until like 2, but that is really gonna be pushing it. So I wanna try to read for 10 hours, and so I'm gonna be keeping track on my phone with that. And then the other way that I'm gonna be keeping track is in my bullet journal. And I will try to do like a picture of it so that you can see it better. Really what I've got is this graphic side over here. It has the different books that are in this TBR pile listed out, so if I actually read them or finish them, I can color them in. I haven't decided if I'm actually gonna color them in or not. We shall see. I kind of like the way it looks right now. And then the other page is where I have the day broken down into hours, and then 2 boxes, so half-hour increments. From there, I will fill it in with whether I was sleeping, whether something life-related happened, whether I was spending too much time on social media, or whether I was reading. So I'll be able to fill those in each half hour. And then up here at the top where there's not really anything there, that is just gonna be where I probably put my stats, or total number of pages, total number of hours read, that kind of thing. I haven't 100% decided what's gonna go there. If you have readathon bullet journal inspiration for me, totally give me a link in the comments. I will also link down below the Instagram account where I saw this tracking system for, because I did get that inspiration from a girl on Instagram who has gorgeous bullet journal bookish spread, so definitely check her out. I was really inspired by her. But that is basically how I'm going to be tracking it. And yeah, I'm really excited. I get super pumped about Dewey's every year, and last year was abysmal. I didn't really get to participate in either of them, so I am coming back with a vengeance this time to make sure that I can participate to its fullest. And yeah, I hope you guys are participating. If you are, let me know what you're reading. Again, if you have any kind of bullet journal readathon tracking kind of inspiration, I would love to see that, because I'm kind of obsessed with it at the moment. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.